Oh yeah, you got a time though.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that timer?
I'll just keep it running right now. You're okay, the camera. I guess it has a timer right there, but I don't have to look at it. Okay. Hello, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. My name's Devan.
Nice to
I'll
meet you.
be social worker here today, helping you out.
Okay.
So what brings you in here today, Katie? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just tell you, we have about 10 minutes to talk about everything, and within that 10 minutes, at the end, I'll summarize, and that's about it.
Okay.
Sorry that I interrupted you.
You're fine. I kind of want to talk about work.
Okay.
I just started a new job. It's not so new anymore. It's been about half a year that I've been there. But it's looking like I might have to leave because of school conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really sure what my decision should be where that stands because I love my job, but it's also just something for me to do to get through school. So school obviously has to be the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how to go about getting the best of both worlds. So it's really stressing me out recently.
Okay. So you said a year ago you started the job?
About half a year.
So it seems like you're already really established in it, and
Mm-hmm.
you said you enjoy it. That's got to be really hard.
Yeah. Well, and it's even harder too because I talked to my boss yesterday and she asked me to actually start, or if I would be interested in taking on more responsibilities and do an administrative role on top of the teaching that I'm already doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be an opportunity to make more money and to get better established in the company. And I don't know. I didn't want to tell her no, but at the same time I kind of had to, and I also had to let her know I might not even be here after May, depending on how this internship works out next year.
Oh, wow. Well, it's gotta be hard to, especially if you really enjoy your job.
Right.
So what are your hours going to look like for school? Is there any way that you could somehow work hours out with it? Or
That's what the problem is, because as far as my classes go, that's not a concern of mine. ASU offers the night classes, obviously, so it's not complicated. What's complicated is the internship. And I had to get alternative hours this year, and I ended up in a placement that I don't much care for. And I'm trying to avoid that next year, but if I have to have alternative hours, because as a teacher I can't take off 2 days a week to intern and make it up on the weekends.
Mhm.
So I kind of am very limited in that respect. They don't know how many alternative internships ASU actually offers, because they told me all they had left for me was where I'm at.
okay.
So I'm trying to avoid that debacle next year.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that does not sound good. Where is it that you work again?
Little Scholars Academy, it's a preschool.
Okay. Is there any way, it's going to be a year that you're your internship, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that you could go back there after your internship, since you really do enjoy it?
I probably could, but I'm not sure what my motivation would be at that point, because for now it's getting me through my master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
But it's already kind of disheartening that I have a bachelor's degree and my co-teachers have high school diplomas and are literally 18 years old.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah, so I don't think I'd be able to do it with a master's degree and still be working with so many underqualified
Mm-hmm.
people. At least in comparison, they're underqualified.
Oh yeah.
So
Is there any way that you could, with your master's degree, with being in, what are you getting your master's in?
social work.
In social work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is there any way that you can go back to that job or in that field? And since it's frustrating that, you're working on the same level as someone who has a high school degree, can you go
Right.
back and work higher? Or is that...
Not at that particular... It's a private preschool, so it's owned by one person. There's 2 campuses, and she owns both of them. And it's really as high up as I can go as a director. I don't think it's that much money, and it's a lot more stress. So I can tell you right now, I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
I'm not really concerned about losing the job in general. Just it's like right now, because I just got this new job, and I don't like the idea of having to leave it and then figuring out where I'm going to work just to work out an internship. It's only supposed to be for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think that the internship thing was going to be such an obstacle when I took this job. Otherwise, I probably would have stayed where I was,
Okay. Which was where?
catering.
Okay. So going back to, you're frustrated right now because of the internship coming up. You're not going to have that much time to work at the place that you're at now.
Right.
Where else have you considered any other options for work?
I really hadn't. At this point, it's starting to be like, I contacted the field office to set up an appointment and see if I can work out. First of all, I would like to do a work variance, but I know that there are certain obstacles that I have to surpass to be able to do that. For instance, I'd have to find a field instructor who has, their master's for 2 years that would be willing to come down and supervise my work there. And then even if that's even allowed, because technically the preschool, isn't a social service agency.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but they haven't gotten back to me. So it's like at this point I'm kind of at a standstill. I don't know if I should be looking for a new job or if I really don't have anything to worry about. It would be great if they would get back to me.
Oh yeah, I bet that's extremely frustrating and
Yeah.
almost, it's not overwhelming, would you say? But it's more just that waiting. So
And it almost is overwhelming too, because it's a lot more on my mind that I shouldn't have on my mind. But I'm just so dissatisfied with where I got stuck this year. It was not even crossed my mind where they placed me that would be an option for placement, and so I just don't want to be in that same situation next year. So I don't know, I'm overwhelmed with that thought because it's like I don't want to be miserable again. I would love to finish my social work degree with something that I love doing. And I think part of it is that I had such a great internship for my BSW that now I'm just like, I don't like it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. And I've said it before that if I had the placement that I have now for my BSW, I wouldn't have gone on to an MSW. I might have gotten my master's in something else, but I probably would have been like, this is social work, really, and just been done. So.
So going back to not being happy right now, and like you said, dissatisfied. You're wanting to continue through your master's program?
Okay.
So this is, you have to consider the options of to get a new job or
Right.
stick with where you're at and maybe not make that much money. But I mean, there are some resources that I personally know of called the Phoenix Workforce, and they are really good at placing people who have like different odd schedules, or if you're looking for, you're doing internship during the day but you need a night job, or places that are gonna, make good money on the weekends, but during the week you're gonna have your weekdays off. They're really good at like kind of finding your needs and then working with you on that.
Okay, that would be a great resource actually.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So
that.
I can get that resource for you, and our time is about up. So I hope that I was helpful with helping you out with your, can't think of the word right now, but helping with what you came in for today. And you seem like you have just a lot going for you right now. Like it's awesome that you're going to school, and you have a lot of determination. So I'm glad I got to talk with you today.
I'm glad I came in. Thank you.
All right. You're done.
Yay! Okay.
All right, I'm sorry. Let me turn this off.